All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. My Christmas tree is still here, all the way in January. And this is the Driver's Den, episode 10. Wow, look at that, it rhymed. And the Driver's Den would not be the Driver's Den without my two famous co-hosts. We got the man, the myth, the legend, coming straight out of Miami, Florida. We got UDM.
What it is, people. I hope y'all can hear me.
I know that's become the reoccurring meme right now. And we cannot forget our West Coast connection, all the way from West Coast Customs. We got Tony, Team LMDU. Say what's up.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Driver's Den.
That's right. I don't know, I got a lot of energy today. After puking my guts up the other day, I'm good to go. Feel reborn. Let's do this. So, guys, it's in the title right here. This is what this is all about. I've been getting emails. I've been getting comments about this, and it seemed like no better time to talk about this. This government shutdown is affecting us. I'm telling you straight up. And it's not just delivery. It's everything. It's all of these gig economy apps, and this is what we're talking about today. I don't know if we actually have any government workers watching right now or anything. So please feel free if you wish to talk about it. Feel free in the comments section. But really, the whole point of this is just to kind of educate all of ourselves about it. Now, I'm not coming across and saying I know 110% about what the whole government shutdown is completely about. Again, it's not a political discussion. We're not talking about that end. We're talking about our end. And I could tell you straight from my particular market, I have noticed ever since this happened a couple of weeks ago, a decline in orders and payout amounts. Not a drastic difference, but I have noticed. And I mean, I'll just put it to both Tony and UDM if anyone wants to jump in on this. If you guys noticed anything in particular in your market, has everything kind of stayed the same? I mean, I'll let you guys kind of talk it out too.
In my market, it's been actually kind of slow. I understand that like delivery and everything else is probably like a luxury item for some people. And I think with all these people out of work, it's very possible that people aren't trying to spend any extra money and they're just brown bagging their lunches. Like some of the government employees are required to still report to work but not get paid. And these guys could also be brown bagging it and not spending a lot of extra money to all these people that are unemployed right now.
UDM?
Well, I will say that it has affected my market quite a bit. It has slowed down a lot. When it went right after the holidays, it slowed down a lot, but then it picked a little bit back up. I want to say 2 weeks after the holidays were over, But it's not like one of those pickups where now I'm back to making like say $200 a day or something like that. No, it's probably like maybe about 130, and that's it.
See, I mean, I could definitely relate to that because I would say a solid day for me, like putting in 8 to 10 hours, hitting the end of the breakfast rush, which is not really that much in my market because my market opens at 8 a.m. and closes at 11. I always try and get out there by 10, and I usually like to work about 10 to 1:30, 10 to 2. That's usually when it starts slowing down. Then I'll come home for a couple hours, and then I'll usually start up again around 5 until about 8. And in that amount of time on any given day, I try and make anywhere, I guess, like around what UDM was saying, like maybe 130, 140, 150. I've been noticing I've been kind of topping out at like $110, $115, $120. What's up, everybody? I hope I'm not. I hope you guys don't think we're ignoring people in the chat right now. But what's up, everyone? And just in my Tony, did I cut you off?
No. I have noticed my weekly earnings. I usually, I'm part-time, so my weekly earnings are usually about 400 or so. I've been noticing my weekly earnings down to like, 275.
Sure.
Lately.
Let me just chime in right here. Cleva G, I'm a TSA worker. Grubhub is the only thing keeping me afloat. So somebody has mentioned in the chat that they are being affected by this. Dude, let me tell you, my girlfriend's coworker, keep in mind she's a teacher, her coworker's daughter is a government worker in DC. She is being forced right now to work without pay. And she's getting nervous because she can't pay her bills. She's already talking to her mother, my girlfriend's coworker, about moving back home. And that's it's a very serious situation right now. And dude, my heart goes out to people that are in this situation right now, because it's very tough. And from what I'm hearing, Uber and Lyft drivers are popping up everywhere. Grubhub drivers are popping up. A new channel that's out now, the Delivery Driver Pit Stop. This guy Michael, he just started. I've shouted him out a couple times. He even made a video, I believe it was earlier today or last night, and he mentioned about how in his local market he's seeing Grubhub drivers and DoorDash drivers popping up like crazy, like out of nowhere.
Definitely. I've seen articles popping up. Government employees are working the gig economy now. I've got a friend and a fellow YouTube creator. She does a lot of does Postmates, Uber Eats, and all kinds of gig jobs. She works for Homeland Security. And she said that she's still required to report to work, and she's not getting paid, and she's going to have to start grinding it out on the apps more and finding a couple other hustles too to stay afloat.
I do know that one of my subscribers, A-Bar, I hope he's watching right now.
He's here.
I'm giving credit where credit is due. A-Bar just recently in the group me, he stated that the Grubhub office in New York. Not Grubhub. I'm sorry, A-Bar. A-Bar will cut my throat if I say the wrong stuff. I'm just playing. But A-Bar said that in New York, the DoorDash office is packed trying to get new drivers because of the government shutdown. So, yeah, everybody's feeling it.
Exactly. And I don't want to come out here and say this is a problem, because it's not. I don't mean it in that sense. But for us existing workers, I mean, we're all independent contractors. I mean, that's just the way it is. But at this point, it's like, what does this mean? What does this mean for us? I mean, how long is this government shutdown going to be? Because supposedly, this is the second time that this has happened, right? And this time it's been the longest so far, and they don't know when the end is coming for that, And like I said, I think this is just the beginning. So this is going to be great for exposure for these companies that now they have a ton of people willing to work. So they're flooding the floor. What's up, Andrew? So they're flooding the floor, like we used to call in sales, like when they would just keep hiring salesmen just to make sure every person that walked through the door got greeted. So at least at this point, most orders should go, without being undelivered. And I guess Uber and Lyft rides will, there'll be an abundance of drivers, but it means less money for all of us, really, potentially. Let me tell you, when my blocks came available for next week on Grubhub at 10 a.m., I was my girlfriend got a traffic ticket or whatever, and I was in a courtroom when it popped up at 10 a.m. I missed it by 4 minutes. Almost all the blocks were gone, and I was like, no way. Like, I had never seen them vanish that quickly. Some people have. I don't know about you guys. Did you guys?
Yes, that's actually even before this whole government shutdown thing. That's a weekly occurrence over on this side of the world.
Oh yeah. And that was bad already. This time it was just gone, and I showed her my phone. I was like, "Do you see this?" And she was like, "Oh my god."
I believe it, man.
Yeah, UDM. I don't know if you've been feeling that pain too, but it's been wild to say the least. UDM, are you muted or something?
Yeah, I'm at a security gate trying to get in.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
guys.
No, it's okay. UDM's in the field right now. I forgot about that.
Our man on the streets.
So let's see. Let's see if we can maybe take a couple of questions from the chat. People have been going nuts here, and I've been trying to read some of the things here. I noticed this morning the blocks were snatched up so fast with the premiere. Yep, exactly. Chasing bags, not slowed down here in Fort Lauderdale Beach area. Thanks to all the Canadians, they own half my hood. I Lillian, I give kudos. She meant to say to all you guys who do food deliveries full time. I do it on Friday and Saturday, Sunday. I do enjoy it though. Easy Peasy said all blocks taken all the time. Jesse, Jay Groves, what's up, Jesse? You got to be quick picking up blocks here. So I mean it. So all right. With that being the case, let me just ask everybody. I'll ask both UDM, Tony, and the chat. So with this all going on, do you think we have something to worry about in the near future? Like, are our jobs in jeopardy per se? I don't know. What do you guys think?
It could cause oversaturation, possibly.
Definitely.
As far as like, for us right now where we're at, we might, feel this sting as long as this is going on, for our pay, our weekly earnings,
Sure.
To be honest with you, yeah, I mean, we're gonna feel it, but that only if we allow ourselves to feel it, It's like, if we only want to work this one platform, then we're probably gonna feel it. But if we branch out and try to multi-app, we're probably not gonna feel it as bad,
Exactly, UDM, what I was thinking. Exactly.
So I would tell people to branch out, even if they might hate door trash, like some people call it, door trash. They might hate Uber Eats. They might hate Caviar. They might hate whatever platform, but that could be the platform that could actually help you reach your weekly goal. So who knows? I say multi-app.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was mentioning in my videos from yesterday. In regard, like I got some backlash, man. To take a note out of UDM's book I can't talk about getting backlash sometimes. Yesterday, people really went in on me because I was explaining about how to save yourself from getting the schedule restriction. And people were like, I don't want to drop blocks. It's going to affect me and this and that. I shouldn't have to multi-app. Grubhub should be paying me and da-da-da-da-da, And it's just like, guys, keep in mind, you are not an employee. You are in charge of most of your decisions here. And it just comes down to the fact that you have to do what's best for you. What's up, John? Let me read what Dan let me see. Hold on. Daniel Bender, he donated $2 to get my attention. So Daniel,
hold on 1 second. When I enter this building, I'm going to lose service. I apologize in advance.
Okay.
I apologize. But if I get disconnected, just keep on going. I'll be back.
Okay. Perfect. Daniel Bender said it has not dropped here in KC. I'm assuming Kansas City. But the shutdown has nothing to do with the wall. It's Trump draining the swamp, and there's martial law and blackouts as part of this plan. I am concerned that this will. It looks like he didn't really finish the sentence there. I don't want to get, like I said, I don't want to get too political with this whole thing because that's not really the point. I know it sounds kind of silly because we're talking about the government shutdown, but we're talking about specifically how it's affecting us as drivers. I guess really what Tony was saying, especially with the oversaturation, which we're all feeling at this point. Like I said, every day I go out there, I'm seeing new faces pop up even more frequently, especially now in the past couple of weeks. So
especially like our customers, like I said, since a lot of these guys are out of work, like, there was somebody just said a few minutes ago too, people don't want to spend money they don't have, also.
Exactly. And that's a big issue. That's a big issue right now because, imagine being forced to work Grubhub or any of these apps, and you're like, yeah, you got to work, but you're not getting any money for it. You know what I mean?
You'll get it later. You'll
get it later, maybe.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know in some markets, Uber Eats just pulled a lot of the Quest promotions. I haven't had Quest promotions in like a year, but some people have not. Have not gotten the Quest promotions anymore. Easy peasy, 90 watching, 17 likes. You're right. We should have 90 likes if there's 90 people here. Guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button real quick for me, if you don't mind. Let's go for 200 likes. Let's do it. But Let's look at the chat a little bit. I think UDM is offline at the moment because he said he was losing service there. So just me and Tony in the chat at the moment. Everybody hopes that this government shutdown will only last another month. It could go on for even better. Spend money wise, canned food and water. Yeah, I mean, dude, that almost sounds post-apocalyptic. Start stocking up on food and water. I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far just yet, but I mean, I'm just hoping and praying it doesn't lead to crime, which you know, it almost sounds like if anyone's familiar with RoboCop. Remember the original RoboCop in Detroit? How everything went to ruins. The police shut down. They went on strike. People were looting the streets and stuff. You know, like I really hope it never comes down to that, because then things are gonna just, you know, it's gonna be anarchy. You know,
Sovereign Renaissance says, yeah, my friend who does rideshare said streets are flooded with all sorts of people doing Uber and Lyft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A-Bar, sorry, the chat was going a little fast. Keep reading the whole comment. A-Bar, what else did you say? Everybody hopes we'll spend wine and water. Please take care. We bring food delivery people. Robbery is possible. Yeah, it's a real possibility. The
government released February food stamps this month. That could cause a problem.
Wow. So would they release them early? I don't know how that works, but I do remember my girlfriend saying that she heard or read something about that they were going to be like, they don't have any more money for the food stamps or something. So that's going to affect a lot of people, you know?
Yeah. It's going to hit on many levels, you know, possibly.
Oh yeah. But imagine, think of this, like we had a TSA agent here, Cleva G. I mean, most TSA agents aren't even happy to be there to begin with. Imagine how upset they're going to be if they're not getting paid.
Exactly. They're going to be letting all kinds of stuff slide by, you know?
That's another thing too. It's like, maybe they may not care as much. You know, Cleva G, I'm not trying to put you out there and, you know, cast you out, but, you know, it brings up a good point. You know what I mean? It's just like, imagine that you're being forced to work with no pay for you, your family, your loved ones, or whomever. Thank you very much, Michael, the delivery driver pit stop, for the $5 donation. Please, guys, make sure you go check out the delivery driver pit stop.
My question here is, these guys are eligible for unemployment, right? Or are they just not going to get that either?
It's not. They're not unemployed. Technically, they aren't unemployed. They're just not getting paid. I mean, I honestly could not even imagine what that is like. Especially, do you know that I think they did some survey last year, and they said like a crazy number, like 75-80% of average Americans work paycheck to paycheck. I'll tell you, I do.
Yeah, in the Bay Area? Oh, hell yeah.
You know? And honestly, guys, now we have to stick together more than ever now, you know? And unemployment's getting really scarce too. Unemployment's starting to dry up. And think about it. Again, I'm not trying to get political, because then we're going to be in an uproar. I know with the title, but I mean, you know, think of what they're saying about our Social Security, right? You know, like, who knows? Like, I'm 31. I'm going to be 32 next month. You know, I mean, in what, 30 years, or when can you apply for Social Security? You can apply for Social Security at any point past 30, I think, right? Or something at some point once you need it.
I don't know. I thought it was like you could apply for it when you're 60 something. I don't know.
I thought it was like 62 or something like that.
I think it's higher. I think it's like 67 or 60.
Did they raise it? Supposedly.
I heard 60 something too.
Yeah, see, I thought it was in the 60s or something. But I mean, they're saying now that our Social Security may not even exist at that point. I mean, that's a scary thought. You know, like, I've been working since I was 14 years old. Okay, on the books, all sorts of jobs. And I don't have whenever I get those Social Security things that tell you roughly what you would be paid when you apply for it, it wasn't much, that's for sure. Yeah, early is 62, as late is 67. Thank you, Super Bonza. What's up, Tony Tone, Chasing Bags, Lexi, what's up? And you know, it's the God's honest truth, man. It's a scary, scary thought. Like, we are actually in probably one of the scariest times in history. Between technology, the government, money, like just all of these things. I mean, it's just getting scary.
We're going to work till we're dead, you know, possibly.
I'm telling you, man, I see some older people, man, working these jobs, doing Uber and Lyft, like people up in like their 60s, their 70s. I see this, you know, let me tell you, about maybe 10 months ago, I was doing a delivery at one of the malls that I pick up from. And there was this cab driver that talks to the valet guy. He always pulls up and picks people up. And the valet guy said, hey, would you mind talking to my friend? He's a cab driver, and he's looking to maybe do what you do. I said, yeah, sure, I'll talk to him. The poor guy told me he works like 50, 60 hours a week. Do you know how much money he makes as a cab driver? Like a legitimate cab driver. He said he makes $500 a week. He works like 50, 60 hours a week. $500. Wow. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, dude, no. You know? And I told him about it. He signed up with Grubhub. The guy's got to be 65, going on 70. And he's out there doing deliveries. He's out there every single day. He thanks me every day. He goes, thank you. You made such a difference for me. I said, absolutely, man. I couldn't see you doing that anymore. But it's real, man. Like people are coming back and going to work when they should be enjoying retirement time. Why are people working at these places for 30, 40 years and they're getting kicked in the ass for doing it? You know what I mean? They have nothing to show for. It's disgusting.
I have a question about the government shutdown.
Go for it.
Yeah, they're not being paid right now, but won't they receive like a lump sum when they start paying people again? Or is that like that's not like they're not going to be paid and they're just going to start their whole pay process all over again?
Tony, do you have the answer for that? Because I don't. Maybe the audience do. I mean, I hope they get something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I don't even – do you guys even completely fully understand why they're withholding the people's money? I mean, I don't even –
Is it for the wall? It was for the wall, right?
I heard it was for the wall.
Yeah, I heard too.
What I'm seeing it as is like if they're not being paid right now and they're going to receive a lump sum of the amount of time that they haven't received anything, I would just see it as a savings. And I would just look at the positive side of things, you know? But if they're not going to receive anything at all, and if they get bi-weekly pay, they will have to work 3 weeks before they receive one check. That's going to suck big time, you know? And I don't know how I feel about that. I really feel bad about the government workers that have to do the gig economy stuff. But let's just hope that they have like a large lump sum of savings that Trump will give them in their pay in their account or something. Hopefully.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a friend and fellow YouTube creator, Latoya. She's out there, man, and she's required to report to work, and she's talking about going and having to do Postmates and all the apps more and trying to, you know, keep it afloat. And it's insane, man. You know.
I mean, you know, again, thank you know, whatever you believe in, you know, that we have this. Imagine if we didn't have Grubhub and Uber Eats and all these companies. I mean, I think at that point we would see rioting in the streets immediately. Personally, Uber and Lyft are so well known now that I'm sure most people that got either laid off or they're not getting their pay from the government, they're probably saying, hey, you know, let me just go do something, anything, you know, to sign up and to make money for their families. I mean, it's a very scary time in America right now. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it.
Yeah. My wife has a friend whose boyfriend works for the IRS, and he's doing Uber Eats and stuff right now.
And he's got a big time coming up. I mean, by April, the IRS better start getting paid, because let me tell you, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be a nasty time, you know, especially for all the accountants out there that have to deal with all that. HB Smooth, what's up, HB? It won't be a lump sum because they will get taxed. Yeah, they'll get taxed even harder, because if it's a giant lump sum, they're going to take more taxes out.
Yep.
Damn.
I know. At my job, I get a vacation check every year, and it's all one check, and they just destroy me on it, you know?
Exactly. Michael McAllister said, in summary, Congress needs to pass a budget Trump will sign in order to reopen the government. Trump said he will not sign any budget proposal that does not have funding for the wall. I mean, who knows? Who knows, honestly, at that point. Mexi Man and Cheese, thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. Everyone say thank you, please.
What's his name?
Mexi Man and Cheese. Hopefully this teaches people not to rely on the government. Listen, I mean, again, it's so hard to not get political here, but it's just the only person I truly trust is myself at the end of the day. The only person you can really ever really trust is yourself. That's just what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You know, it's the
better make sure your girlfriend don't hear that.
Well, listen. You see, UDM's always got to stir the pot. He's like, hey, why not? It's a good thing she doesn't watch these videos.
Oh, yours too? My wife don't watch mine either. Well, she does sometimes, but
listen. She lives with me. She sees my face enough. Do you think she needs to watch videos of me?
Hey, my girlfriend watches these videos, and if I get dragged into a topic, then now I have to give my opinion. I have to kind of like save myself.
Or when my wife does watch my videos, she goes, I don't know that guy on the screen. That is not you.
Tony, sometimes we don't know who any of us are when we're on camera at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, in all honesty here, I mean, like all jokes aside, it is a very serious situation that we're looking at right now. And clearly, based on what we're saying, what the chat is saying, with the emails I've gotten and the Facebook messages and everything, people are telling me nonstop, man, that, and this is brand new. This is still, what, a few weeks old? You know, just wait until more and more people are researching. You can guarantee government workers that aren't getting paid are searching YouTube about how to make money, you know, through apps and whatnot. So, hey, man.
Hey, Trini in DC said, Caviar sent an email regarding new pay structure for DC starting next week. Should be interesting. Everyone making adjustments.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I mean, again, it's just it's affecting everybody in different ways. But I will tell you this. I'll tell you this. In the restaurants that I've been going to, I don't know if you guys have been chatting with the managers or the owners and stuff. A lot of them are saying they're noticing a lot less orders in the past couple of weeks. Again, people have their New Year's resolutions. They want to save money. They want to get in shape, whatever. Usually things pick up again in February. So next month we'll have to see, you know, how things change, whether it's for the better or the worse. I know in particular, I'm very friendly with the people that work at one of my local Subways, and they've told me it's been pretty slow. DoorDash has been like non-existent with orders, and usually they're pretty busy with DoorDash, and they said it's been all Grubhub and Uber Eats, but they have noticed a decline in the amount of orders being delivered and being placed. So that is for sure. Let's see, what else is everyone else saying here? That's right, Tony Tone. Facts, bro. Unfortunately,
well, there is a peak. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just reading something from the chat. Go ahead, UDM. I'll read it after.
I'm just saying, like, you know, there is a peak time and there is a slow time for these types of jobs, you know, and regardless of government shutdown or not, I feel like we're always going to feel something to some extent where, like you said just a while ago, people are still getting over, like, you know, their New Year's resolutions and the holidays and stuff like that. People probably put themselves in a hole to actually buy a certain gift for a special person, you know, and now they're trying to make up for it. A lot of people do this, you know? So, you know, it's not all of us that get paid at least $30,000 a year with $5,000 of bills for the year, you know? So, you know.
It's true. Hey, well, what's up? No Limitation Rideshare. If you guys haven't checked him out, that's our boy Bam Bam. He's all about that Uber life. Go check him out and subscribe. Lexi brought up something here. She said, unfortunately, we can't control this right now. So try to remain calm. Keep working other apps too. And that's what I was saying yesterday. You know, Justin Adair said, Pete, that's true. DoorDash, Grubhub, and Postmates have all slowed in the Phoenix market. Yep, exactly. Yep, Gioki. No limitation. Okay, I just want to make sure. Remain calm, stay prayed up, and have faith. Yeah, I mean, that I hate this. I hate to sound cliche, but in times of chaos, in times of crisis, the only thing you can do is stay calm, because if you panic, that's when people start rioting in the streets and hurting each other. You know what I mean? And like, that's when, listen, we've seen enough movies. We've seen all the stuff a couple of years ago with all the riots going on, that was scary. We almost went into martial law. And if you guys don't understand what martial law is, look it up. It's not pretty.
Nope.
You know? And when you start seeing tanks rolling down your block, then you're going to know what martial law is.
It's real.
Yes, I know that, James. The feeling is mutual. Let's see. I'm going to max out my credit cards for food and water. If things get better, I'll return that stuff. Hey, Bar, I'm sure most people feel the way you do, because think of what a kick in the ass this was. We just came off of Christmas. People go into credit card debt for Christmas just to make their loved ones happy, and they're hoping that in the next year they can pay off that credit card debt. And for these government workers not getting paid, they're like, still got the credit card debt, don't have a way to pay it down, you know? Me too, Gioki, me too. If it gets that bad, that's right, Danielle. Danielle, you said you guys are a government family. I know your husband's involved with the military. Has he, I don't know if it's personal, but is he still receiving his pay, or would you rather not say about that? Because I'm just trying to see from all walks of life what's happening here. People who spend money they don't have deserve.
Don't do it. Big
hey, getting back to that credit card debt thing, I've noticed, like, when I pay my credit card bill, you have a couple of credit cards, and each company usually has a thing saying, if you're experiencing the government shutdown, please contact us. I guess they will figure out something for you too. You know. Okay.
Well, at least that's a breath of fresh air. Danielle said we are getting paid. You're very lucky, Danielle, to have that.
Oh, Danielle. I'm just saying.
You got me nervous for a second. I was like, I thought like we said some big secret here.
It's all good, man.
But you know, I was watching. I don't know if there's this video going viral about the guy that predicted the government shutdown from last year. I don't know if you saw the guy walking around the military base. Has anybody seen that video?
No.
I forget the guy's name. It kind of scared me because it gets a little religious and like apocalyptic and stuff. And if you don't like to watch that kind of stuff, you may not want to watch it. But what he was saying was, as a military, as part of military personnel, they have on the military bases like their own version of like a Walmart or a Kmart or whatever, a place where all the soldiers can go and use their military ID to pay for things. And he was saying it wouldn't surprise me if when this government shutdown happens, it wouldn't surprise me if they deny us as soldiers that we can't go in there and buy things. You know what I mean? Like, that's a scary thought. These are guys that are employed by the United States government, risking their lives on the military base, and they can't even go buy toothpaste for themselves or food. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. That's insane.
Yep.
You know? All right, so a bunch of you guys have seen that video, you know? Well, Danielle, I mean, that's what the guy was saying in the video, and he was on a military base, so unless he was lying and snuck onto a military base to film a YouTube video, I don't know. Maybe I didn't comprehend that right. Comprehension was not my strong suit in school, you know? But it's a reality, guys, so we should all be very thankful and grateful right now that we have what we have right now, and we can, you know, stay afloat at this very juncture, you know. I feel like I've been talking too much. I'm sorry. I got real passionate about this. Guys, UDM, Tony, if you want to jump in on here, feel free. Take the floor.
No worries, man. You know, I got a tissue if you need it. I'm just kidding.
Driver Girl says they wouldn't shut down the commissary.
I hope not. I hope not for their sake.
I feel, man, guys, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like Lexi said, you know, just stay prayed up, man. Just focus. Whatever you believe in, whoever your creator is, you know, just stay prayed up, man. Just focus more on that. And
we're losing UDM. We're losing UDM. He's changing.
UDM. Can you hear us?
His camera's changing colors now. He's
He's self-destructing.
No, can you hear me?
This message will self-destruct.
Sort of.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Sort of.
Mic check. Mic check.
We can hear you, but we can't really see you. It's kind of lagging and flashing.
You're turning kind of orange. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, when I said there's a light at the end of every single tunnel, I was going through a tunnel.
Wow, look at that. A real play on words.
Yeah. Well, I just used the environment to help support what I was trying to say. That's it. So yeah, I just say, man, just focus on that light at the end of the tunnel. That's
Easy peasy said UDM is robot confirmed.
Oh damn. Okay.
I just want to read a couple things from the chat here. From Justin Dare. He said, Pete, my credit union, he's in Alaska, USA, has a message when you log into the app that says if you're a government employee affected by the government shutdown to call them at a number they have. Did you try calling the number, Justin, to see what they can do?
They will probably defer payments for government employees. They'll probably like chill out until you go back to work. They might do that for you. That's
what I was thinking too. No Limitation said, thanks, James. I'm not trying to start a revolt, but people that do this full time, we need motivation and positive energy like these guys. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Mr. Personality and Quest? Granny Uber driver, what's up? What's up? Anyway, let me see something real quick. Sorry, my thing got a little crazy here. Well, anyway, I think at this point we have completely confirmed that because of this government shutdown, it is affecting everyone. It's affecting all gig economy workers, whether you drive rideshare, whether you're a delivery driver, doing anything at this point. I'm sure, think of this, I'm sure fast food restaurants are getting people hiring left and right, it's crazy. Let me tell you, at the Burger King over here, I've noticed there's a few new employees there that weren't there in the past couple of weeks. So could be a coincidence. I don't know, but I'm sure it's affecting everybody in some way, shape, or form. I feel like almost everybody in their family at some point has somebody that's a government worker somewhere down the line, being affected by it.
Well, let's also be clear. Like, it's not every single government worker that's affected by this government shutdown. I believe TSA is affected, but there is also someone in my stream last night. I believe her name was Samantha. She said she's a government worker, but her department was not affected by the shutdown.
Right.
So she's still receiving pay. So, there is, I don't know how many departments there is in the government, the ones we know about, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't know how many departments there is, but maybe they shut down TSA and maybe one other government, and we're kind of looking a little bit too deep into it. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is.
Danielle said it was essential employees versus non-essential. So I guess the essential ones are still getting paid, and the non-essential, I guess, or not. I guess.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I guess like airport security. Who needs
That's not important. We don't need that.
Damn.
It's like airport security. Who cares?
Hey,
no one cares about that.
Do you remember that movie Airplane?
Of course.
And those people walked through the metal detector and they were beeping and stuff. That old lady walked through and she beeped and they pulled her aside and grabbed her. And
right, exactly.
Everybody had a machine gun in their hand. That's what's going on right now.
It's always the elderly woman or like the guy in a wheelchair, and they're like, "Sir, get over here." I
can just imagine what's being like slipped through now. People walking through with weapons and they're like, "Yeah, whatever." Like,
what?
Can I bring the chainsaw on board?
I shared a video on my Facebook page. I'm not trying to promote my Facebook page. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I shared a video of TSA. It shows like these two guys, and they're just having a good old conversation. And somebody walks through with a rifle. They say, "Go ahead, man." They walk with bombs. They say, "Go ahead." And that's due to the government shutdown. It was just like some kind of joke or something, but it was funny and scary at the same time. And exactly. For those that did like my Facebook page, you know exactly what video I'm talking about.
I got to go check that out.
All I can say is right now, I'm not going to fly right now. I'm not flying.
No. Well, actually, wait a minute. UDM, weren't you supposed to be going to California like sometime soon?
Yeah, man. You know, there's nothing wrong with driving.
Oh.
Hey, Pete, I'll be under UDM's plane trying to catch him as he's falling. Huh?
Oh man. Now you're going on a level here.
Yeah, I might drive. I might drive for the next 3 years.
I was going to say it's going to take you a little while. That's for sure. But let's see. We'll take a couple of more questions from the chat here, and then I think we're gonna wrap this thing up. Hold on one second. Let's see, Tony. When you see anything that you want to read in the chat, I'm just doing this real quick here for the driver care number. Tony, take a look at the chat real quick for us.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Tony Tone says it's all jokes telling ain't. Yeah, very true. You know. Let's see here. Brian says I called and they're deferring payments and offering no interest loans.
Well, that's great. They're gonna
do that. That is great.
No, I'm back.
They're offering low interest loans. They're trying to put you in more debt.
Yeah.
What the hell? Come on, people. My job is not paying me. Are you kidding me? You trying to offer me a loan?
Hey, man, people are desperate at this point.
Yeah.
James, thank you for the phone numbers, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, James, I've been meaning to watch that. The video on Dustin's channel who tried to take the driver's steering wheel. I've been meaning to watch that. He kind of went viral on that. He got like 30,000 views or something the other day.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin Adair, going back to Grubhub and what you said a few videos back about orders messing up the guaranteed pay. I've got orders recently in the past few weeks that are 30 plus miles one way back to back. That's out of control, man. They got to do something about that. That's not good. That's messed up. Wow. Joe, drive for you, Idaho. He left worried about the TSA. Then I would be the fact that the plans are being inspected by those federal maintenance inspectors. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. But anyway, we've been live for about 40 minutes here, so I think we both are welcome just a smidge. But I think we've gotten a lot of useful information out of this. You guys educated me with a lot of things that I didn't know, and I think that goes all around at this
yes.
UDM, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if you got disconnected again. But on that note, here's my comment question for the day for this driver's den. How has this government shutdown affected you as a delivery driver or a rideshare driver, or do you know someone in your family or friend that this is affected? Please let us know your story in the comments section. Check it out. If you have any stories you want to send to me about this, send it to PaidToDriveStories@gmail.com, and if I can, I'll read it. I'll read it on an upcoming video. So, thank you, Ray Witt. Everyone say thank you to Ray for the $2 donation. Thank you very, very much, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Tony, UDM, anything else you want to throw in at the end here?
All goofing aside, we were having a good time here today. I like to say that I feel for everybody involved in this whole thing, and I hope it gets better soon.
Absolutely. UDM? Oh.
Sorry about that.
No, he's working. He's working.
I'm just working. But
we have Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, this is actually a smoothie spot.
Oh, it almost looked like California Pizza Kitchen too.
Or Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't know.
Or Buffalo Wild Wings.
They got some pretty good smoothies in here, but all I really have to say to all those that can hear me, or maybe I have to speak up, but all those that can hear me, like I said, just multi-app. If you've seen like a drastic change in your pay, why not multi-app? Multi-app, and let's just hope for the best. Don't get freaked out until you start seeing people walking down the street with signs saying, "We won't pay," or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Don't start freaking out till then.
He's right. He's right, guys. Please remain calm. I feel like when things really hit the fan, it's going to be up to the driver's den to calm down America. So
we will bring the world together.
Hey, man.
It is the 10th episode, man. This 10th episode came pretty fast.
Didn't it? Can you believe that? 2.5 months in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that? Pop Cheese says the robots are coming. I hear the Terminator music in the background.
Skynet, it's happening.
I know. Do you actually? Fun fact before we go. Before I left my parents' house, the Wi-Fi name was Skynet. So maybe I knew something before my time.
Oh damn.
So anyway, guys, on that note, there's a lot to talk about. Feel free to open up in the comments section down below. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so. If you are not subscribed to my awesome co-hosts here, Mr. UDM and Mr. Tony, Team LMDU, their links are in the description down below. Make sure you subscribe to them. Join the team. Salute to everybody, because that's what UDM says. Not literally like that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And that's it. So, guys, any last words before we head out of here? I think we said that, but we'll do it again real quick. You guys want to say goodbye?
Thank you to everybody who came today. We do appreciate it. We do love you.
Same exact thing that Tony said. Thank you for watching. See y'all in episode 11.
Oh, that's right. Episode 11 is next week on UDM's channel at some point, so we'll figure that out. And that is it, guys.
That's if I don't catch what you caught.
Yeah, please. I don't wish that on anybody. I think I found out it was food poisoning, by the way. Some bad produce from the produce section. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate your viewership. On your way out, drop a like. Let's see if we can go for 200 likes. Comment 111 if you've hit that like. Comment 222 if you haven't yet. And guys, get that money, get that honey. Keep hustling, keep hustling. Stay positive, guys. Seriously, come to us on the GoFundMe if you needed support or anything. Not the GoFundMe, the GroupMe. Excuse me. I'm so used to saying.
Damn. I was like,
whoa!
Come support us on the GoFundMe now.
Dude, support us.
Jump on.
Kids need shoes.
We'll help you get on there if you need support any time of day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guys, thank you so much for watching right here on Paid to Drive. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Peace out.
Deuces.
Deuces.